Aneesh Chopra, the U.S. Chief Technology Officer. Aneesh, welcome to TechCrunch TV.
Thank you for having me.
Anish, what are the three major challenges in the United States when it comes to innovation?
Well, we believe first and foremost that we need to have a robust baseline infrastructure for the country. And to me, that baseline infrastructure isn't just roadways, railways, and runways, but it includes smart infrastructure, a 4G network that covers 98% of the country, a smart grid, a healthcare IT platform that has doctors and hospitals interconnected, and a learning technologies platform that allows schools and parents and children to communicate and learn from each other and from new resources. Number one. Number two, we need rules of the road in an internet-driven economy. Those rules of the road today cross boundaries, federal, state, local, and internationally. So as we grapple with issues of security and privacy, intellectual property enforcement, and the like, we need rules of the road that will comport to the 21st century internet economy as we see it. And the President's signature on the patent reform bill last week is just an example of a down payment in that regard. We have much more work to do in privacy and security. We've got legislative packages and principles that we've introduced to the Congress. And third, perhaps most importantly, in areas of national importance, well-defined areas of national importance, we have seen for too long a productivity gap between the potential for how a technology-driven healthcare system, energy system, education system can operate and what it actually looks like today. McKinsey recently published a study that if we can juice up productivity rates in those sectors of the U.S. economy that have not seen the kind of growth that they should, that will in turn create jobs of the future and open up a new chapter of innovation. And I'm very hopeful that the President's strategy for American innovation, available at whitehouse.gov/innovation, answers the call on each of these key challenges that are in front of us.
Anish, we're at the AT&T Foundry in Palo Alto, which is, I think, trying to trigger innovation.
Yes.
What message would you give to the tens of thousands of entrepreneurs watching you on TechCrunch now?
Well, my number one goal is to inspire them to participate in ways that we can invent a better America. That is, if you're looking at opportunities to give back, you might be a developer at a company with some spare time, and you can help us build a product or service that will improve our healthcare system, improve our energy management, improve our ability to educate our children. We'd love your volunteer time if you can. For those that see business opportunities, not my words, but venture capitalists like Brian Roberts at Venrock and John Doerr at Kleiner Perkins, they see another billion-dollar opportunity at the intersection of care delivery reform and information technology. We think the healthcare system is ripe for breakthroughs. We'd love for new entrepreneurs to come into the market, give it a whirl, and help us to build that better value-based healthcare system. And then three, for the small number of you that actually believe that public service is in your heart, we'd love to recruit you to Washington. We are increasingly attracting former entrepreneurs into government, using the notion of government as impatient convener as the tool, more so than more money or new laws that have to be put into place. And there's a lot we can do together with just the role of government as convener. If you're an entrepreneur and you think there's something you want to work on today, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to attract you. In fact, we have a Technology Fellows program available right now, whitehouse.gov. Take a look at our Technology Fellows recruitment package. Applications are due in about a week or so. We'd love to see as many of you as possible come in.
What worries you most? Because we know that America isn't innovating in the way that many people want it to.
Well, look, there's no question in my mind that there is an increasingly competitive global marketplace. So the jobs and industries of the future that are increasingly information driven, those jobs and industries can take hold anywhere in the world. So there is a bit more competition to ensure that those jobs and industries happen here in the United States. But I have confidence, the President has confidence that we're going to succeed with the packages that we put forward. What worries me clearly are issues of security. More often it's the security challenges that we face because so much of this information-driven infrastructure is built on or surrounded by the internet ecosystem. And to the extent that that ecosystem, in putting to use against mission-critical applications, faces more and more of these threats without a thoughtful response, we just put ourselves further and further behind. And I'm confident and hopeful that the President's commitment on security will help to bring out a new a set of programs and services that really do solve this challenge for us. But right now, there's a lot of work still to be done. We don't have the legal authority to share information from what we know in our Homeland Security Directorate with other areas of critical infrastructure. We don't have the mechanisms to bring to life new products and services that we think could help to secure our networks in new and creative ways. So we're trying to tap into those challenges and address them directly with the cybersecurity programs we're putting in place.
Final thoughts, Aneesh, on two other sectors which are very hot at the moment, education and energy.
Yes. Well, by far, our educational system. Just Friday of last week, the President launched Digital Promise, a nonprofit board that is built from some of the brightest minds around the country, including Gilman Louie out here in Silicon Valley, who had previously founded In-Q-Tel. This board will look at identifying best practices that can scale to basically demonstrate learning outcomes can be improved with the introduction of information technologies. I've seen it directly. I've visited schools and families that have had kids learn better by complementing their school system with information technology fueled products and services. And in the energy space, this is a live issue here in California. Just last month, the California state regulators announced that they would direct 3 utilities in the state to come together on a common standard for how they'll share energy information to customers that want it. Imagine the apps ecosystem that will emerge that will take my energy data from my home and convince me when I should turn out the lights and how I should manage my home energy use. Studies show that this could save anywhere from 3, 4, 5, some even say 15% on our energy bills if we were empowered with the right information to make better decisions. So energy, healthcare, and education are top of mind priorities for us and opportunities that we believe will benefit greatly from the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Silicon Valley.
Aneesh Chopra, the Chief Technology Officer of America, rather ambitious title. I want to thank you so much for appearing on TechCrunch TV and wish you the very best of luck with innovating in America in the 21st century.
Thank you. It's an honor to serve.